Motion passes 4-1.
Okay, we'll.
You guys are all crooks.
That was public reaction after the Palm Coast City Council, in a 4-1 vote, voted to give itself a 365% pay raise. It was a full house at last night's Palm Coast City Council meeting, and residents lined up to express their disapproval of the pay raise.
And that is the most disgusting, insulting speech I've ever heard. In what universe is an increase of 365% reasonable?
If this is not all about greed, Mayor Alton, then I challenge you to phrase the ordinance that it will never apply to any one of you who are currently sitting on this bench.
The optics are horrible, and I say no to pay raises for the mayor and city council without a vote by the people.
Most residents in attendance were against a pay raise. Some were in favor of a pay raise, but nowhere near the amount that was approved by council. Salaries will go up from $9,600 a year for council members to $44,670 a year, and the mayor's salary will increase from $11,400 to $46,470 a year. Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin explains why the pay increase is necessary.
This is not about me or our individual council members' needs. This is about managing, planning for, and protecting the future of Palm Coast. I believe that raising salaries would expand our pool of competent applicants, giving us a city council we expect, need, and deserve.
Councilman Nick Kloufis agrees with the mayor.
We don't have candidates who are willing to come forward because they don't feel that it's proper allocation of time versus money.
Councilmember Ed Danko says the council has very important responsibilities.
But yet, as Councilman Kloufis said, we have approximately $250 million budget. You really want to let people that only make $9,600 run that budget for you into the future?
Vice Mayor Eddie Branchino was the sole dissenting vote.
And now we're going to give ourselves 365% raise. Don't agree with it. I think it's our duty to do what we're doing. And also was said over here that this will open the field for good candidates. Mr. Mayor, I don't exactly take that as a compliment.
A second reading of the ordinance is scheduled in 2 weeks, and if it's approved, the salaries will go in effect after the November election. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A Palm Coast man is slapped with an animal cruelty charge after deputies say they found a dog in pain and suffering from a bullet wound to the face. Flagler County deputies were called to a home on Seaman Trail East Saturday after concerned residents in Seminole Woods reported hearing dogs barking and crying, those sounds followed by gunfire. Deputies questioned 25-year-old Jameer Lee, who claimed to know nothing, but they say excessive sweating, blood on his face, and a freshly dug hole in the yard gave him away. Deputies say Lee then admitted to waking up to a family member screaming the dog had bitten her, so he shot the dog in the head and then left it in a kennel to die. But the dog didn't die. Rocky will be looking for a new home after he's expected to make a full recovery following treatment at Flagler Animal Hospital. Lee also has a new home. He's behind bars on a $7,500 bond on felony animal cruelty and tampering with evidence counts. April marks the beginning of Distracted Driving Awareness Month in Flagler County.
The major traffic enforcement operation for the month of April by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office got off to a busy start this past weekend. The Sheriff's 911 Dispatch Center handled more than 1,080 calls for service since Friday, and deputies conducted major traffic stops as part of the operation. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Resulting in hundreds of traffic stops and the arrest of 4 individuals resulting from traffic stops and charges ranging from various felony, poison, peddling, narcotics charges, convicted felons with firearms, and the list goes on and on.
The Put It Down, Focus on Driving campaign supports the wireless communications while driving law, which requires drivers to put their phones down to focus on driving while in school or work zones. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County Commissioners give the green light for a new library branch in Bunnell.
Flagler County Library Director Holly Albanese says the current library does more than just lend books.
Today, because we're so technologically advanced, you have to look at your digital foot traffic as well. If we add in Facebook views, e-resource usage, database usage, our foot traffic goes over 400,000 uses. Right now, tax services are using the library, so you may come to the library to have taxes done. Voting, we're one of the most popular voting sites, especially during early voting. So there's much more going on at the library than people really imagine.
County Commissioner Dave Sullivan says now is the time to build the new facility.
When we built the original library over on Palm Coast Parkway, there were probably less than 50,000 people in the county. We're approaching 120,000. We've got a great campus here coming together with the Sheriff's Operations Center. Benell's City Hall is going to be here. So it makes a lot of sense just for general growth.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
The Florida Agricultural Museum is slated to receive $4.5 million from the state if the funding in the budget survives Governor Ron DeSantis' veto pen. The museum's executive director, Kara Hoblick, tells WNZF the money will be spent on a new welcome center that aims to draw more visitors.
That is one of the projects, the largest project that will be dedicated for that money. And the Welcome Center, the intent is to bring people into Flagler County and get them to stay and leave a little bit of their money in the county. And our objective is to teach the public about all Florida agriculture. And the Welcome Center will have the admission area, a cafe, a gift shop, the rotating exhibits we can have.
Hoblick says the museum's mission is to teach about the past, present, and future of agriculture in the state. They do a good job, she says, of talking about the past, but could improve on the other two aspects of its mission.
We're not teaching about the future of ag. So this center will also teach about the future of agriculture. We would like to have a rooftop garden to teach about current agriculture, and we can highlight groups of agriculture that are important, like FFA and 4-H.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
What exactly is the Flagler County Historical Society doing?
Ed Sharkovich, the president of the Flagler Historical Society, says the members are all talking county history.
We all get together, talk shop, and we're working right now on a comprehensive plan to develop history tourism from different points of entry through the county and also to tell the whole story and our own individual stories.
Sharkovich said that the County Historical Society is in Benell. The Flagler Voice is on the radio on Saturday mornings at 8:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, the Dollhouse. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.